Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at HYMER Centre Travel World in Stafford and I'm here to review this. This is the HYMER Venture S and this is one of the most expensive motorhomes I've reviewed on the channel. How much is it, you wanting to know first of all? £247,000 as spec'd up here at Travel World. So what I want to know is it really worth that huge price tag? And you and I are going to take a look, find out a bit more and see if it is worth it or not. So let's dive straight in and take a look at the Venture S. Now, this is one I've wanted to review in detail for quite a long time. And from the look of it, you can probably tell why. This really is my sort of thing. It really is out there and in your face. So I'm really looking forward to diving in. Let's go through the facts and figures first of all. So the Venture S, it is by HYMER, a German manufacturer. It's based on Mercedes. It will come with 190 horsepower, automatic transmission and a 2-litre diesel engine. The Venture S is an all-wheel drive vehicle and it does also have uprated suspension. Let's go through those facts and figures in terms of its size. So this motorhome, it's 6 metres and 45 centimetres in length. It's 2 metres and 16 centimetres in width and it's 3 metres and 7 centimetres in height. Now that obviously does not include when that pop-top alcove is in operation. So even without that, this is a tall vehicle. In terms of its weight, it has a gross vehicle weight of 4,100 kilos, so you are going to need the C1 category on your licence for it. Payload, I believe you're going to get around 400 kilos. You can tow with the vehicle as well. This one's got a tow bar, and you can tow 1,780 kilos. So those are the facts and figures. This one has 4 travel seats and is a 2-berth. There is also the option to have it as a 4-berth. Right, let's fire around and take a look. So we'll start at the front and already you can see what I mean about the height, 3 metres and 7 centimetres, and it really is up there off the ground. It's a very high vehicle, ideal for that adventure off-road travel. Up at the top we can see a light bar there incorporated in that alcove system. The HYMER name. As we come down, you will get a heated front windscreen. The paint, it is available in 2 options. Either the metallic blue, as we can see here, which is a £7,000 option, or a standard grey paint. So 2 colour schemes. On the Mercedes, you will get all the Mercedes safety features and the Mercedes Me app. Big Mercedes badge at the front, and then these black textured bumpers and the little spotlights. We'll go down the offside first of all. So coming down, we have these larger protruding wheel arches, 18-inch alloy wheels with the off-road tyres. You can see HYMER embossed here, electrically operated wing mirrors. Continuing down, so as I say, this one is the metallic blue paintwork, and you can see how that is nicely matched with the yellow strip and then these graphics on here as well. And you do also get, if I just pull this down, the HYMER Venture S embossed here as well in those graphics. So also on the motorhome, what we're going to get, if we just take a step back, is this 3 metre electrically operated 2-lay awning. So when you arrive on the campsite, you'll press a button inside and the awning will deploy. I really like the electric awning. I've had a couple myself, and to me it does make life a lot easier, especially on a taller vehicle where you're having to reach up. This one also has the LED light bar that you can see running underneath fitted to it. Habitation door is here on the offside. It's a German manufactured vehicle, so this is what I would expect to see. Here on the offside, there is a bin here in the door. There's an electric entrance step, which you'll be pleased to see because it is a height up. Continuing down, this black textured finish as well runs down the motorhome and round the wheel arch, again the HYMER here. Our toilet cassette point. Windows we can see that are darkly tinted, and then coming down here we have storage for 1 5-kilo gas bottle. A lot of the functions on this motorhome do not run off gas, so you're not going to need a lot of it. When you arrive on site and you want to fill the fresh water tank, you do that here. It's got a 120 litre fresh water tank and a 100 litre grey waste tank. There's also a gas barbecue point there. Now we'll venture round the rear. Now this is certainly very different. Again, you can see that height. We have these grab handles, these retro style lamps that are familiar on a lot of the HYMER product, and then the open back end. Now let's start up here. If we look up into the roof, which obviously I can't reach to pull it down, you can see there a tinted glass window. So when you are sat in the back of the motorhome, you're going to have an amazing view out. You can also drop this rear tailgate and sit on this. It actually has a 350 kilo weight limit, so it doesn't matter how heavy you are, you're going to be able to sit on it. You also get 2 camping chairs. You can maybe just see them there under those black covers. When we go in, you'll see it from the other side, but you can take those out and you can actually sit out here on your deck. Now, I've never seen anyone do that on a campsite before, so that is a pretty cool feature. So you can sit out here on your deck, or obviously you can sit out at the side of your motorhome under your awning. Underneath, I mentioned we have got a tow bar fitted. That's there with the electrics. And I already mentioned you can tow 1,780 kilos on that. Let's head off down this near side. So coming down on the near side, you will have an external shower that's hot and cold, and we can see that here. This is where you're going to plug in the electric hookup, and your grey waste is going to dump from there. Carrying on down, we can see the graphics here, and we also get a good view of that alcove. Now, you may have seen this on other HYMER product that I reviewed. These alcoves are incredibly well tested in wind, the weight of snow on them. They have been tested literally to destruction, so you don't have to concern yourself about how well that's going to stand up to our great British weather. Continuing down, we have a storage compartment here, and we can see here as well our Truma system. This motorhome does have Truma air-blown heating. It's a 6 kilowatt system, and it will run on diesel. In terms of solar, up on the roof, which unfortunately we can't quite see, you are going to get 3 115 watt solar panels, and you're also going to get a 1300 watt inverter on board, as well as lithium batteries. So that's going to be your setup in terms of energy use. To complement the air-blown heating, there's also an 800 watt electric heater. Right, let's continue round because I think it's time to go inside. So we'll make our way one last time around the front, and I'm going to dive in and we can find out more about the Venture S once we're inside. Now, if you are worried about the step up, as I always tell you, I'm small, I'm 5'4", but it's literally a step on here, there is a handle, and in we go. So not a problem there getting inside. Now, once we come in, we'll start up here in the Mercedes cab. There's some really good features in here that I'm quite excited to show you. Now, this one has the Indiana upholstery fabric throughout. There are choices with HYMER on fabrics that you can choose. These seats, they are heated as well. The armrests are in the same fabric. The Mercedes part, you get the infotainment system, the satellite navigation system. There will be blinds throughout the front and sides of the cab. You'll also be able to operate, I believe, some of the water features in here. Obviously, when you do purchase a motorhome, make sure you get a really good handover from your dealer to show your motorhome specific features. Now, what's interesting about this is many motorhomes, this semi-integrated style, you always get a lot of headroom and a sunroof. Because of this, the way this one is designed, you'll find it is actually more a cab space. It's quite nice and snug in here. So nice styling on there. I'll stand up next. Now, remaining at the front, you will get some storage here. So this is what I mean. Instead of going upwards with the cab, we've actually made use of storage. You'll get these baskets. They're a felt effect with the wood. Then we see HYMER embossed on here. And then moving along, a couple of lights and the entrance up into the alcove. Now, I'll come to that shortly. The Venture S is almost a mobile home on wheels as well, and an office. So it's got everything involved. So if you're wanting to go away for a period of time, it's got everything on board. And if you want to work while on the road, you can do that as well in this motorhome. The features you're going to find is storage and a control for the Truma here. This is good. You open this up and there's actually a drop-down table. You'll get a light for working with. And then if you open this up, and there's a little clasp here, drop that down, a table comes down, and you've got a table to work at with this light as well. So that's an unusual feature, not one I've seen particularly before jumping out as I'm sat in the cab seat. The clips, they've got this nice finish to them with the leather tab. This is across most of the HYMER range now. You may well have seen that before. And then if I open this cupboard, this is where we've got part of the electrical operation of the motorhome under here. Moving across, let's just have a look at the actual alcove staircase. We're going to be going up here very soon. Now you'll have the control panel for the Venture S on the wall, and here we find the stairs. Under this staircase you will have storage, as you can see there. The nice wood finish. I'll let Jules take you up into the alcove so you can take a look at the bed. Now this is a 2-berth version, so this is going to be the bed. In terms of size, this motorhome bed is 2 metres and 10 centimetres in length and 140 centimetres in width. You've got a great amount of lighting up there. You can see the window as well, so you can open that for ventilation. You can look out there. There's also USB chargers up there and light switches as well, so you can operate features when you're up there in your alcove. There's also a little sunroof as well for ventilation too. The staircase is fairly accessible. It's one of those you always have to work out whether it's going to be the right one for you. I'll let Jules bring you back down carefully so you can come down the stairs, and then we'll continue. So that's your 2 berths up there, if you like having a little sleepover. And under the stairs there is further storage, so we have made use of that. Pull-out drawers we can see here, and under here there's also another little separate bin there, so that might be a food waste bin. Obviously you can do what you like with that. The flooring, we can get a better look at it now I've moved here, is this concrete effect flooring, and it is all one level as well, which I do like. In terms of headroom, you can see the space above me. I'm 5'4", so the headroom there, and there's various LED lights going down the motorhome as we go along. I'll do the kitchen and then we'll come back to this washroom because this is very different as well. So the kitchen, it's on the near side. It's quite well equipped. We have got a lot of worktop space, which is good because motorhomes often don't offer that. So lots of worktop space. You have got this cover for the sink. Again, you can use that as a chopping board or a draining board if you want. The tap there in the black with the tile effect on the wall, and then that's complemented by the wood effect on the walls as well. I believe this is the bamboo wood. You will have 2 plug sockets here in the kitchen, so if you are using kettles, coffee machines, toasters, you've got somewhere there. And there's also a little hook and straps as well. You then get your cubbyhole space, and then this overhead cupboard here. This one's quite shallow in the depth here. This one does go further back. It's got this grey finish inside the cupboard as well, and grey on the other side. Really good strong clasps there as well. Underneath there's the LED light. The window does have blind here and a fly screen, and then we find 2 gas burners. Now outside I told you you'll get storage for 1 5-kilo gas bottle, and that's going to feed this hob. Moving down, we have some more drawer space. There's a pull-out cutlery tray here. I'll close that up. Pull this one out so you can see in there. These are all soft close. Just push the clasp in when you're finished. And here is our undercounter fridge and freezer. So this is a compressor fridge and freezer. It will run solely off electric. So when you are off-grid, it's going to run off your 12-volt system. But the benefit is you've got your lithium batteries and you've got your solar panels, so you shouldn't have an issue running that during the night or any other time when you are off grid. Moving along, we continue with the bamboo feature and the shelving units, and then we're into our lounge space. So what this one does offer is a nice rear lounge. So you've got the 2 bench seats. If you opt for the 4-berth, this can convert into a bed as well. So if you are a family, there is that option. You get a further fixed bamboo table here. It does also, if you can see in the floor, have some slide movement there, but you pop this up and this is your leisurely evening space. I'll just take a seat. The cushions you can see here, I'd describe those as Aztec. You can describe them obviously the way you want, but I always use my own words to describe things. I'm sure HYMER have got their own words as well, but yeah, an Aztec-y almost finish to them. And at the back, you'll also get these bolstered cushions at the back as well here, which you can see in what I could call oatmeal. There's a leather trim here in brown, and there's also this brown finish here as well on the back of the sofas too. So what the benefit of, I think, the Venture S is when you arrive on site or wherever you're stopping, you have got the 2 windows at each side. You can see the window on that side with the bamboo and a window on my side. And when you close that tailgate, the window runs all the way around the back. So you have got this panoramic view looking out. Ideally, you want a beautiful sea view pitch, don't you? And I have got some videos like that on the channel, so have a look. But you just want to have a look out. And on a nice day, you can open up your tailgate and step out there as well. Or deploy these seats that I showed you and take a seat as well, which is just that proper bringing the outdoors in. So that's our lounge space. Also, what you do get are hanging lamps. HYMER have these lamps that they introduced. Plug them in and they drop down, so you've got that nice extra lighting. Now in here, just open these up, you're going to find storage for your clothing. So here we have the rail, drop down here, and underneath there's 2 shelves where you can put additional clothing. You do get that nice LED strip light illuminating that space, so you can see there. I'll close these up, fasten those. Now this is where it starts to get quite interesting. This is very different. So on here, you'll notice there's a few different colour schemes. We've got the concrete flooring, the concrete on the walls, the grey, the bamboo. It is all quite light and bright though. And here we've got a separate colour on the bathroom door. Black handle here to match the sink. If I open this up, now when you open this up, we have an all-in-one washroom. Now this motorhome, despite the price, it is under 6.5 metres long, so we've got to think what we're getting in our space, and we have an all-in-one washroom. You'll see the toilet there. There's actually a little step as well, so I'll just do a little demonstration. You don't need to see the full effect, but you can get on your step and then you can sit on the loo. You are able to close the door. If you're a bigger person, obviously you need to think about these things. Here we have our sink with the black swivel tap as well. I'll step down and then you can see further in. So in the corner there is the bathroom window. That does have a blind. It is tinted but it isn't frosted, so do consider that when you're using your bathroom. Up here we have a cabinet. I'll open this for us. So push there and lift this up. So within that cabinet you can see it does have the elasticated band to hold your toiletries in place. There's also a plug socket there for use in the bathroom. Close that up. There's plenty of LED lighting in here. There's a strip and there's 2 LED lights. There's also the mirror there that you can see, a little shelf and then 2 hooks below it. There is also a toilet roll holder situated below the sink. Now where this gets clever is, you may notice on the floor we have got this cut out here. So what you do is, if you pull this away from the wall, twist it away from the wall, this is actually now going to slide out. I'll just do that slowly just so you can see what I'm doing. So you pull this out, it's going to slide out. There we go. Right, I'll do that now and let Jules bring you round. So we've now created a larger space. Now it might be that full time you want to leave this pulled out, you're not bothered about the narrowing, but it's totally up to you. Then when you want to have a shower, there's a little clasp here. We pull this clasp, pull the shower across. That's going to slide the ledge back under the toilet and we have this beautiful shower room. Now this has got a beautiful finish to it. I like this. We've got this darker finish on the wall boards, the bamboo again. The shower's nice and discreet here. Your taps here. You have as well in this corner got somewhere to put shower gels. Yes, they haven't got much of a depth, so make sure your shampoos and shower gels fit in there, but some little shelving there as well. Obviously you'll close the door when you're in this space, but yeah, nice little shower. And to be fair, this feels a pretty good space. It's not too small. Headroom, you can see above me there as well. Right, let me just step out of there and put this back and I'll just show you that. So again, we just slide this back now across the wall. This step that I stepped on before for the toilet, that comes back out and we push that back and that's the bathroom back. So the choice is yours. I'll just close this door and we can have a look. So when it's out fully, you can see the tambourine style door there. It's up to you whether you leave it out for practicality because it'll give you more space all the time, or whether you prefer more room in terms of manoeuvring around. So you can just see that. I'll push that back in as well so we can see that. So slide it back and it clicks back in place, and then I'll close that. There's some hooks there as well for towels. There we go. So let's just go back and do a summary, and I'll go through what I think are the compromises, what I really like and what I'm not so sure about. So at the back, the panoramic window, I can see this working. You might feel it's a bit fishbowly. I like it. It doesn't bother me. You have got blinds on the windows as well, but you can look out. You've also got this very unique tailgate system. There is a rear lounge, so you have got somewhere to relax. I like this. The wardrobe and the clothes storage, I think, is a little bit limited, and I think the storage overall may well be a little bit limited. It depends how much stuff you take with you. I'm very minimalistic, and even I think, where would I put a lot of my things? But you have got that storage. This washroom, that'd work great for me. I do like that. The one thing you'll also have to consider though is where you're going to get changed, because there's not much room to get changed in there. I often do use my bathroom to get changed in. So you're going to have to think about drawing blinds and actually getting changed in this space. The kitchen, I like this. There is no oven or grill though, so you are going to have to use, maybe bring an air fryer with you or use your outdoor barbecue. That could be another option. In Europe, ovens are not a big thing, so you have to remember that often when they do spec motorhomes, ovens and grills are not as big in Europe as they are in the UK. So that's what I think about the kitchen. I love the alcove bedroom. I love the staircase. I know some people have concerns about them. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But we've tried the alcove system before in a Berthner motorhome, part of the HYMER group, and we had an absolutely brilliant time. So I love this system personally, and as I say, it is tried and tested. I like the cab, the fact the seats are heated as well, that's a bonus. At this price, obviously you are going to have to draw your own blinds. Maybe electrically operated blinds would be something I would maybe want at this price point. Probably out of just sheer laziness than anything else, but sometimes to get in the front to pull them together can be a little bit fiddly from my own experience. I love this little office table. That's absolutely fantastic that you can sit here and you've got a little office set up. And this bathroom, I really like. I think that's very clever. I like that. Right, let's dive back outside very carefully. I'll let Jules come out carefully because it's a little bit of a drop down. There he comes. He's probably better at getting out than me, to be fair. He's a bit taller. So there we go. That is the HYMER Venture S, £247,000. It is an all-wheel drive Mercedes-based vehicle, very unique and certainly something you're not going to see many of. I have seen them before out and about, and they are very striking. You will get the electric awning as well here at the price at Travel World, the 3 solar panels. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed having a look. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are there too many compromises, or is this absolutely a vehicle, if you had the money, you'd be buying? Tell me in the comments. Thank you to Owen Hymer Centre Travel World near Stafford, who have let us come today and film the Venture S. That is appreciated. I'll put a link to their website down here. They are also a dealer for other manufacturers as well in the Owen Hymer group. I'll also put a link to the HYMER website, and you can spec up your own Venture S or one of the other models as well. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.